Hi everyone, this is Marianne here from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. How are you all, wherever you are in the world when you're watching? A huge shout out to you. First up, as my viewers have noticed and are congratulating me, I reached 50,000. I've breached that wall and I've gone over it, and I have you to thank for it. So first of all, some thanks for getting me there. If you visit me often, think about subscribing, and we'd love to have you. This is a good community, but thanks to all my existing subscribers. The second thanks go to those that support the channel in any way they can, whether that be by comments or those very, very generous donations. Please know that I am very, very grateful for them. Okay, midterms. I'm not going to go over old ground. I'm just going to let my predictions stand. I was right about the Senate, if you can call it right. Let's not call it right. How can I phrase this? Because it's not always about being right. Sometimes I won't be right. I like to think I'm more often right than wrong, and I often quote an 80-20 type of percentage. I particularly like my 6 monthly readings because they tend to pan out in hindsight. But anyway, that's getting off the track. Midterms. Okay, so the Senate. When viewers were asking me 6 months or more ago to do readings on the midterms, I did. But I said, we'll wait until, we'll do it now, but we'll keep doing it because, often things can change and, you want to have the most accurate reading. Well, my predictions never changed in that period of time. They always said that the Senate would remain in Democrats' hands. I felt by two votes. I thought 2 to 3, 2. So the Dems have picked up an extra seat. And it goes to runoff in December for Reverend Warnock. I want to say that I read in another forum on Warnock. Initially, those cards were pretty horrible. Not so much for a loss for Warnock, but for Herschel Walker, something else coming out, like almost as if, I don't know, it's like, it's not a good energy around Herschel, and I don't know why, whether or not something else is going to come out, whether the Republicans move away from those sort of Trump candidates, I don't know. But I read in another forum to clarify it, and Warnock got absolutely beautiful cards. The star card in the outcome, lots and lots of just yeses. I think every card I picked in a Celtic Cross was like a very positive card. So, providing the Dems don't switch off and providing they stay motivated, Warnock actually beat Herschel Walker. I don't see anything changing. I think he'll beat him again. For the House, I'm not going to re-predict that either. I said it was always going to be close months and months ago. And then after Roe was overturned, it became possible for the Democrats to hold the House. It's a very close and tough race to call, but I still put myself out on a limb, as I did with the Senate, and I said it is entirely possible for the House to squeeze through and remain in Democratic hands. It won't be by much. I think Biden called it perilously close, and I'd like to agree with that. So I'm not going to re-predict those. I'm just going to let them stand. You all know what that is. Today I want to look at Ukraine. I also predicted correctly, might be the word, correctly. I also predicted correctly that Kherson would be taken back by the Ukrainians. They did that over the weekend. It was like Armistice Day. There was so much celebration there, and also so much sadness for those beautiful young lives that were lost in really fighting a fight they shouldn't have had to fight against the barbarian Putin and the Wagner forces. So I want to see if Ukraine can liberate all the areas that Putin invaded, and we'll ask about Crimea. I do want to see Trump and the GOP. That's where the interest is, because they're turning on him like cut snakes, as we say in Australia. It's a pretty vivid expression. He's supposedly announcing his run for the presidency. He doesn't really want to be president. In fact, I think he's very, very vindictive, and I think he's desperate and vindictive, which is why he will announce another run. Now, many years ago, I saw that Trump would eventually break away and form a third party. At the time when he had the Republicans like that, I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong, but it's not impossible. It's within the realms of possibility. That's exactly what he could do. Anyway, while ever they're warring, while ever he's taking them down, the political reality now is different from before the midterms, and that's the relief I feel. All right, so no, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just relieved that I think the tipping point was past. The eclipse was incredibly, incredibly powerful. And on that, I just want to draw an energy card out of interest from the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And just have a look at the global energies. Like, where are we sitting? Inflation's still high. We've got, recession's looming. But it seems that this march toward fascism didn't quite win, did it? Okay, show me the energies for globally at this time. Show me the energies globally at this time. Okie dokie. Now we've got action. People probably feel a lot more motivated than they have in a long, long time. Over the weekend, I'm a lap swimmer. I usually swim most summer seasons, and I work up to 28 odd, 30 odd laps. So we'll see how I go. I did, I think, 12. This is of a 50 metre pool. The 12 and the equivalent of 12 on Sunday. So I'm pretty exhausted from my swimming, but I'm pretty inspired. It's something around, building that muscle strength. So yeah, I resonate with that. People are going to be more motivated now. Heads up, head out of the hands. They're feeling like they've been given a lift after a very long time. Now we've got the caution here around boundaries, setting boundaries. Don't let your guard down. Make sure those boundaries are in place. Don't let fascism or, now's the time for the momentum, So I think with Warnock, the action must go forward to create those boundaries against what we know is, just plain wrong. So, okay. The self-reflection. Yeah, it's like this. These are cards that are keeping us honest, basically. That there's a counsel here that more action is needed, that the boundaries need to be solid, and we all need to do that self-reflection and have a look at what we're putting out there as well. So I read these cards as no room for complacency, and we've got purity, if that be our goal, to be free of the kind of karma that leads us down these really heavy lessons. If that be our goal, then we have to be continually acting and self-reflecting and making sure our boundaries are strong. So that really applies to any situation in your life. Let's get on to I'll just bring that a little closer. Let's get on to the Ukrainian efforts in the Kherson region. They've taken Kherson back. It's just wonderful to behold. So can the Ukrainians, let's give this another shuffle. I've got I think it's called a murder of crows right outside my window. Oh my God, they're all in the trees. I wish I could pick this up and show you. What are you doing, crows? Sorry, I talk to the birds all the time. All right, I've got a murder of crows turned up there. All right. Okay, they've gone silent now. Maybe they just wanted to be acknowledged. Okay, the Ukrainians, such bravery, such courage, such liberation, fighting for freedom. Slava Ukraini, I say that a lot. All right. Can the Ukrainians take back the regions that Putin invaded in 2022? Can the Ukrainians take... I'm seeing an overflowing cup. This is the Ace of Cups, and out of that cup is really crawling some kind of... I wonder about these images, but it's a drone. It's a drone is what it is. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting better at understanding these images that you're giving me. Okay, so the drones have made all the difference and will make all the difference. But of course, Putin is buying drones from kamikaze drones from Iran. So we've got the Queen of Swords. That's logic, that's stability. Ukrainians have got a good plan and a good strategy that Russia has not been able to equal. Okay, can the Ukrainians take back the areas that Putin and the Russian army invaded in 2022? Okay, I'm using my black and gold and black tarot. I think I got this on Amazon. Okay, so we've got the wish fulfillment card. I mean, that's a very strong card. Notice all the cups there. And I'm reminded that the Ukraine victory is all their allies have a victory as well in this because we've supplied funding and weaponry and support. Yes, and we've got commitment and unity. Unity was what in February when Putin invaded, unity was the theme that came through. And that's why the bravery and courage of the Ukrainians and the partnership that the world has made with them. They're the two signifier cards. We have the Page of Pentacles. It feels to me there's a lot of young soldiers that are passing. There's also this... taking back of the land, the stepping forward. It may not happen tomorrow, like you might think, oh, well, they're just going to go and take it back. It's a step-by-step victory. I think February was the month in my 6-month Putin, or was it 6-month Ukraine reading? You can scroll back and find those. February was a key month when I think the war is winding to a close. The invasion is winding to a close. This is in the past, the Knight of Wands. I think that they don't have horses, they have tanks, don't they, and armoured vehicles, and some of them just drive plain old cars. But there is a movement and a quick movement. It took the Russians by surprise, the quickness and speed of the Ukrainian advance. Now, in the sky, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Much has been destroyed. Many have been left homeless. Let's not forget the refugees that flooded into Poland and surrounding countries. There's also a need for rebuilding. That's in the sky. Let's see what is here in the near future. We've got the King of Pentacles. Now that's earth energy and that's money. So providing the West does not, or the Allies do not give up on Ukraine thinking, oh, well, it'll be okay. Providing they continue to get the support, they will continue to make the gains. Now we have the Ace of Cups. To me, this is Ukraine's card. It even looks a little bit like that emblem of theirs. The Ace of Cups in the here and now, the victories, the new starts, the liberations, a lot of overflowing emotions. What's in the environment around is skill. Skill, and many people contributing with that skill. Australians are even over in Poland, I think it is, training the Ukrainians. The British have come over and have given a lot of training to the Ukrainian soldiers, the Americans, you name it. It's Ukraine's victory, but it's also ours as well. The Queen of Wands, so motivated. That's fire energy, action. Okay, now the Knight of Pentacles is the outcome, slow and steady and reliable progress. So they are going to keep taking territory is the outcome. They are going to keep liberating those villages and families, and just beautiful footage that's coming through over the internet of this liberation and celebration. And like, this reminds me of Archangel Michael's sword, the Ace of Swords and the Truth. They are going to liberate everything that Russia took, but let's not take our eye off the energies here, the energies at the base of the pack. Such sacrifice on both sides. The Russians who never wanted to go to war and were herded into vans and taken away, dead on the battlefield, the young Ukrainian lives. I try not to have hate in my heart, but I get very close to it with Putin. Okay, so where are we now? All right, let's go to... I'll take another look at Putin in the next reading. I want to now go to Trump and the GOP. By the way, the US President Biden and the Australian Prime Minister have caught up over at the Asiatic Forum in Indonesia. And, two men, working class background, not born with a silver spoon in their mouths, fighting the good fight. They spent quite a long time together. They get on very well, it is reported, and I'm not surprised. All right, so let's go to Trump and the GOP. The antithesis of all of that, Trump, you would have seen all the stories about meltdowns. I want to look at the GOP. They're having a good go at trying to disentangle themselves and rewrite the last 5 odd years more. Look. Cry me a river of tears. Okay. So, Trump and the GOP. First of all, I'm just going to ask, show me the overarching GOP, the establishment GOP. Show me how they feel about Trump. Show me how the establishment GOP feel about Trump when you get those horrible people like Newt Gingrich, whatever, coming out and turning on him. The Page of Swords gossip. There's a lot of talk in the back channels going on about this. The Queen of Pentacles, national security. It wouldn't surprise me if anyone who can help can get Trump indicted on the national security obstruction charges, basically theft of national security documents, will do so. I think you're going to find some Republicans cooperating, giving evidence here. He's got a lot of literally spies around him. Let's keep going. Ooh. The foundation of the reading is they've been mortally wounded by him. They feel they're retreating at like a tide going out. In the past, the contracts and commitments are in the past. They're no longer, they don't feel they owe him anything after this. Page of Pentacles, moving forward with literally a younger person. An earth sign, actually. And I know Trump is an earth sign, but this is somebody else. This is somebody younger, possibly an earth sign. King of Pentacles in the immediate future. There's something around the money I'm getting, drawing all sorts of pentacles. That's my card for Trump, the business person. He's not done yet. He will burn, as you've heard commentators say, he will burn it down. Seems like he has this announcement he's making, which he will announce, he's running for president, is designed to put his detractors in their place. Okay, so they have a plan though. They're not as docile, given the new political reality, as what they were before. They're planning and scheming. The atmosphere around they just didn't win. There was no blue wave, whatever that is supposed to be. They've been cut down. They don't want to be cut down anymore. They're thinking about barriers. This is real high-level Machiavellian scheming stuff, I'm saying. The magician in the hopes and fears, the manifestation, that's also manipulation. Outcome card, they want to move away from him, and nothing is going to change that. We've got reunions. You're going to find some Republicans that were on the outer will be brought in, and we've got the complete and utter downfall here. I think this abuse of power, the sabotage, they're going to sabotage him. The Six of Wands, which is the victory card. Why? Because they didn't win. They know that if he stands again, they won't win. So they're out to get him, basically, in much any way they can. This is all, you won't hear about it, but that's what they're doing. Let's see. Will he run? I'm pretty sure. No, already he's going to run. How does this end? Or is he going to, let's ask, I don't know why I did a U-turn there. Is he going to form a third party? Is Trump going to form a third party? It would allow him to keep grifting. It would allow him to run under a MAGA banner. It would allow him to get the GOP back. Is Trump going to announce the formation of a third party? Is Trump going to announce the formation of a third party? I'm seeing he wants to win. So we've got the crossroads, and I don't think he really cares what he's winning at, just so long as he's winning. The crossroads card, and we've got the reunion, celebrations, the family card. But there's a decision around that, a decision around the family. He's beaten back. Temperance and moderation is in the past. He's not going to settle down. The Empress in the sky. Who's his fealty to? It's not to the Russians. It's not to the GOP. It's not to America, but is it to somebody else? The Empress card, abundance. Ooh, he's making off with something. That's lies and deceit. Third party I asked about. He's highly anxious about what's in front of him. And the Page of Swords is the environment around, the spy in the camp. He doesn't trust anyone around him at this time. Queen of Pentacles, this is in the hopes and fears. She came up before. To me, that's national security. He's fearing an indictment on these stolen. So no, okay, no, he's not going to start a third party. This is the retreat card, the Knight of Truth, the Knight of Swords, quick moving, truth, and oppression and carrying burdens. So the Hermit, isolation, total isolation. The Devil card, and I even think people around him are bailing that may have been working once for him. In the mainstream type of establishment, GOP. So we'll ask one more question. Is this fool, knowing that, he might announce his presidency candidature and then pull out at some time in the future? I mean, I've never seen him being president in 2024. I hope you can trust that now more after the midterms than maybe what you could have when I made the prediction. Okay, is Trump going to announce he's going to run for the President of the United States? Is Trump going to announce he's going to run? I'm seeing the laurel, the victor's wreath telling me probably yes. But we've got the Death card. It's over. Ooh. I'm wondering if the GOP are, are they resorting to blackmail too? The Death card. Ooh. He's going to step forward, but it's over. That's what these cards are telling me. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, the work, the raising of the money is at the foundation of the reading. Heartbreak and loss is in the past. The past is crowning this reading. It's over for him. He wants to go back to the past. That's not possible. Retreat is in the immediate future and wounded in battle. I haven't got to the outcome card, but these are some strange cards. The Empress in the here and now. Abundance. Once he announces his presidency, he can't keep... his pack then becomes like auditable, transparent, subject to law. He wants a new start. Strength is in the hopes and fears. Ah, yes. The outcome card is the Magician, manipulation. That's a strong yes card. Turning around his fortunes. But we've got the loss, the reality, the new political reality. This is loss, regret, heartbreak. The voter having to think again, and we've got foreign. We saw that Saudis were, interfering with the 2020 election, and we've got the truth coming out. There's more to come. I think he's going to announce it, but it's just over. Movement forward after loss, walking a high wire act, and the Knight of Pentacles. His sustainability is in question. The Chariot, things coming quickly at him, and the Moon card. The eclipse really was the turning point for Trump. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for all your kindness, and to those that donated, thank you so much. Bye for now.